It's not just Britain that does great bird shooting. And today, I'm duck shooting in Germany, where they do things a little differently.
I was not mentally prepared for that.
On our trip to the Krieghoff factory,
you were going to say something else.
Ed and I were invited on a driven duck day near Dresden. And even though we almost died,
I've never felt so close to death in my life.
this was a great adventure.
It's going to be a different sort of day.
And an experience
People standing near me is a bad omen.
I will remember forever.
Shoot a raccoon if it comes past. A badger? Yeah, shoot a badger if it comes past.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe. I often wondered where it would all finish for me, and turns out in the middle of a duck lake in Germany.
Yes. Welcome to the last day of our trip in Germany, and potentially the best.
I think so. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. We've got some good duck flying weather, bit of a breeze, bit overcast, a little bit of drizzle.
It's going to be good, right? We're on for a few hundred duck today.
Yeah, I think it's going to be busy.
15 hunters. It's a very un-British number.
Yeah, it's a different setup to what we're used to at home. I've never done this before, so it's going to be a learning experience for me, but I think we're going to have fun.
That's guaranteed. We zeroed ourselves in yesterday, so...
Yeah, we hit one, so I think we're going to be okay.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I've got a good feeling.
So, sausage Weisswurst. I mean, please, reverse yourself. Morgen. We're going to try...
Action. There's something I feel less comfortable about the shape of the way I'm eating this, but...
it's familiar, at least.
Mine's not as thick as that.
From the breakfast alone, I knew this was going to be nothing like home. And I made sure to soak in every facet of those differences. From the fact you had to count every dead bird shot, to the dress code and the quintessentially European horn blowing.
The short version of that safety brief is, you can shoot ducks, geese, raccoons, foxes, crows, cormorants, herons, wild boar, not swans. No swans. Other than that, this is, I was doing okay when it was mallard. Now it's going to be a different sort of day.
As we headed out together for the first drive, I was struck by the beauty of the huge expanses of water they had here.
We're going to be shooting these today. It's a Rottweil bi-load. It's got orange sweeties in the front. 8 grams of bismuth, 28 grams of steel, non-toxic as a requirement. But like in England, ground game is just generally a no on most shoots. Here, I was expecting them to say, no, not really. A raccoon? Yeah, why not? Shoot a raccoon if it comes past. A badger? Yeah, shoot a badger if it comes past. Bismuth badger loads, all the rage in East Germany. So I grabbed the first gun out of the truck and it felt all right. It is a Krieghoff Super Sport. It's going to be all right, isn't it? Honestly, the little bit of extra weight's going to be quite nice, seeing as it's 36 gram loads all day. And I'm more of an ounce guy. Get the first duck down and see where it goes. Can't load up until we hear the first horn. That's a single blow of a horn. 2 horns stops the drive, and 3 horns means break your guns and wait. All right, 1 duck down. They are on the wind and high. I was expecting perhaps less on the wind and high. Couple of good kills, 2 hard hits. I'll take it in this weather. These duck are as wild as they come. I didn't really know what else I'd expect, to be honest, but I'm a big boy, we'll manage. All you hear is shots around you and not knowing what's going on. I've had a few sort of 10-yard birds over me, and the picker up looked disgusted that I didn't shoot them. It's just a cultural difference, right? I would have turned that into pate, a 36 gram load. Cormorant, It's 100 yards away. But the fact it's on the quarry list is quite exciting. Final horn has gone. We'll take it. It was a bit quiet at the end there. We had a lot of fun. That was testing shooting. I was not mentally prepared for that. I had a shot at a cormorant, hit it with the first barrel, then epically thought I was behind it, so I gave it too much from the second, but that'll be down in the next lake. 5 ducks, 4 ducks, 1 not duck.
Maybe I've just been subjected to average duck in the past,
Yeah, I might have hit one.
but these ducks flew just like wild birds. Flying fast, curving, and never giving you a second chance. Another big difference was the size of the team we had here today. Every one of which was great company and interesting to talk to. I do regret not having more time to chinwag before we had to fill out a spreadsheet with the number of duck we had shot and gather our gear again for a second drive.
Just here. Wild. Yeah, they're not your typical sort of released duck. They've clearly been here a bit. Much bigger area that we're used to shooting driven ducks over the UK. So far, really, really good. Drives last a lot longer, so it's a lot less intense. It just keeps coming on as they come. 15 hunters, so spread over a lot more space. It's going well. We're going to get a couple coming in now. One of Sasha's relatives looking for asylum. That one's coming now.
That was a little quiet than the other drives. We had a bit of opportunity when the ducks first got off, but they got up and away. Ed knocked down an absolute pearler and I didn't. I didn't make the most of those big ducks we had the first shots at.
Yeah.
And from there, it was a bit quieter.
Yeah, we were a little bit out of it there, I think. Had some good stuff. I mean, stuff that came over early was cracking.
Passing, no circling, they're out of here.
Yeah, they're motoring. They're good, strong birds. If you shoot wild stuff, you'll kind of be teed up with it. But yeah, they take some whacking, don't they?
Well, they really do. And the dog work is pretty insane. There's dogs going out 200 metres into the lake.
Yeah, it's nice to see it done. I say it's spread over a lot more time, isn't it? So you're kind of not just there for 20 minutes and just full on tanking in stuff. You get to see the dogs working. You get to appreciate where you are. Yeah, it's really good fun.
We picked up our jackets and headed back for some food and non-alcoholic Weizenbier. What happened next etched this day onto my mind forever.
This is all right for me. Pasta and wild boar.
Does look good.
Get wedged in.
Fuel for
The afternoon's work.
to do.
Good fun. Nice change of scenery.
Have you thought that being next to each other is actually some kind of bad omen?
Oh, normally people standing near me is a bad omen. Very much a culinary trip around the world this. We had German sausages and pretzels for breakfast and now pasta and meat sauce for lunch. Sushi for dinner.
Why not?
Our pegs for the next drive were on an island in the middle of a massive lake. And the only way to get there was in a small boat. A boat clearly not designed for one skipper, 3 guns and 2 videographers.
We're going on a boat. You feeling it?
Yeah. Oh, tell you like it'd be nice if we could be in the guts of it. Yeah.
If death wasn't on the cards, losing around 100 grand's worth of guns and cameras certainly was.
To say goodbye. Now, let's go on. And this is how it ends.
As we get further out into the lake, I'm a competent swimmer, but I'm carrying a very expensive gun that weighs 9.5 pounds and about 5 million shells just in case this kicks off.
I've never felt so close to death in my life.
Feel about yourself?
Nah, it's fine. I've had a good life.
Hold on.
You got the fuel.
I hope he's choking, but
That's all right. This is my peg, boys.
So at least you have something to stand on now.
Oh, we're close to land now.
We need to try and keep balance because you guys are going to tip it over. One on one side, one on the other, thank you. That's done with.
I mean, I'm going right here, so I don't have to, my legs aren't working.
We had a great morning, but little did we know that this drive was gonna be off the chain.
Okay, so we're just going to be starting drive 3 after a terrifying boat trip to the middle of nowhere. I've never been so pleased to get on dry land in my life. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it goes. Me and Johnny probably a little bit out of it so far. Usually that doesn't last forever, so theoretically we might get wedged into a few now, but so far so good. It's kicked off a little bit. We've had a fair bit of shooting. Johnny sounds like he's getting stuck into them on the other side of the island as well. Should have some decent footage for you, which is nice. Certainly from this side anyway. Yeah, great fun. Really, really moving well. You can see, hopefully you'll be able to appreciate in the video just how fast some of these duck are going. Really, really good fun. Yeah, superb. So a lot of people go wrong shooting game by being a bit too static with their footwork, not turning themselves into the bird, especially when you're shooting ducks. You know, you're pretty much looking 360 degrees. You can't just have your feet planted in one place and keep moving around from that, because you'll start rolling off line and stopping the gun and doing all sorts of stuff. So yeah, get your feet set and everything else comes after that really. It was going so well. And now, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe...
Well, that was quiet, didn't see a thing.
Mega, wasn't it? That was some going, eh?
Mate, those fours?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those steel fours are good, eh?
Significantly better.
Yeah. Bigger is better, but...
And still, like, that choke, you could hear some hits on some big stuff, so I ended up having to rein it in a bit, but yeah, that was good. What about you?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, very happy with that. I think you should have a few kills on camera for that one.
It's surprising for you, really.
Yeah, no, it's good. A couple of them got unlucky. Got a cormorant, wrapped up a monster cormorant out the back second barrel. It was very, very enjoyable. In fact, look how close the wall. Bye-bye!
And now we're going to be stuck here.
Yeah.
Forever.
All we've got to do now is survive the trip back to dry land.
One more driving home.
On the plus side, we've got less shells now, so we're less likely to sink.
That is true, that is true. I need another box of those fours.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll go and borrow some of them.
Wow, he's the best duck drive I've ever shot. It was fun. I had to go to an island.
Yeah, there's got a lot of plus points.
Yeah, I had my back turned to you. That's always my favourite position.
You couldn't see me. I was downwind, so I could smell you. I assumed it was part of you anyway.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we had a flight out of Germany later that evening.
Thank God.
But we did have time for one more drive.
Oh, last drive of the day, although I don't know how that experience of that last drive can be topped. The boat ride there with the extra guy in the boat was borderline stupid. The way back was brilliant. The drive was unbelievable. The weather, it got so dark, didn't it? I don't know, I'm looking forward to see how that footage came out. I don't know how it looked from your side, mate, but the sky was almost black, our side. Oh yeah. It was unbelievable. The wind was high, the ducks were fast, and there was a lot of them. Shot relatively straight. Definitely want tighter chokes if I was to do this again. Of 35 meters, it's stone dead stuff, but after that, it's not worth pulling the trigger as it transpires. It's going to be weird to just get in a car when this is done and fly home. But we've got a busy day tomorrow. It's going to be a brilliant one. It's going to be a long night. It's been an amazing experience. In fact, the whole 4 days here have been an amazing experience. It's easy to fall in love with places when you go to them, but this one has been so fascinating once again. You meet such lovely people, you do such awesome things, it's all new information, it's always marked in your brain. The second time you go to somewhere, it's good, but it never has that. The sense of amazement's never as high. And I do gush over things regularly, and I'm sorry for that. But this trip has been gush worthy. Hey. 50-50, Solomons. What's interesting is the quantity of pickers up. And I touched on this earlier, but there's almost a picker up and a couple of dogs to every person. Given the level of water coverage here, I mean, you do need them, but every dog is surprisingly well trained. It's awesome to see some German Wirehead working. They're an awesome dog, and obviously some good old labs. But if you like watching dogs in water, this is the place to come. That is our day done. Thoroughly enjoyed today. It was a real experience. Meeting new people, hunting with new people, shooting with new people, playing with a new gun. Definitely completely appropriate game gun. Took me a little while to find the swing on it, but I could get behind using that on some game. Other than that, now it's time to go home. It's been an amazing experience, the whole thing. I even got to watch Ed Solomon shoot a 20-yard duck in person. That boy's good.
An all-round unforgettable experience is what this was. From the beautiful location and the questionable company, to the bathtub birds we both shot that day. My eternal thanks go to our hosts for giving us this experience. And thank you to you for sharing yet another great adventure with me. Take care, guys, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you for watching, guys. This channel is made possible by our amazing sponsors. You can find out more about them in the description down below. And if you want to support the channel, you can join as a member. You get loads of extra content, well, some extra content, and occasionally we hook up and go clay shooting together as a membership group. If you don't feel like joining today, we really appreciate you watching and subscribing. Have a wonderful day.